Welcome to Church Talking Boxing Monday night edition. If this is your first time watching, don't sweat it. We do the same thing every week. Sundays are for results. Mondays are for the schedule. Questions, comments, if you got them, drop them. If you need a link for a fight, send me a DM. And last but not least, share something of mine. Okay, with that being said, we've got a great week of boxing. We've got some great Canadian boxing to talk about. And we're starting off on the right foot. The return of Groupe Yvon Michel. Wednesday night, Casino de Montreal. Yours truly will be there live and in person, so watch out for interviews. We'll start with the undercard. A couple young standouts on here. Kirill Bazhenov is going to be doing a 4-rounder against Johan Guzman, looking to stay perfect at 4-0. Loick Lahaie going to have also his fourth fight, also looking to stay perfect. 154. He's taking on Rodrigo Sepulveda, sorry. 6 rounds, 154. Then we got Omar Alieh, who's also looking to make his fourth undefeated fight at 147. He's taking on Michael Parker, fellow Canadian, who's 5-2. So a guy that's been in the ring at least 7 times. It's a decent undercard. Co-main event, Canadian matchup from hell. We got Mazlum Akdeniz, 22-0, 154, taking on Stuart McLellan for 10 rounds. McLellan's no joke, a veteran. I'm telling you, there's only a couple names that have been able to put this guy down, and the guys that have, usually, it's because there's a reason. Their names like Crawley and Jenny Beck, you understand? Now, the other thing I want to point out is that he was recently in camp with Ryan Garcia, so, Mazlum better be on his P's and Q's. I expect a really good fight from both of these guys. And then the main event, heavyweights. Who doesn't love heavyweights? The return of Alexis Barriere taking on Robert Sins. It's scheduled for 10. We both know it's not going that. I will have a link a little closer to the fight. They don't really divulge it. They're trying to sell tickets. I get it. It's going down Wednesday night, Casino Montreal. Yours truly will be there. I'm going to have some special guests, the whole 9. Make sure you tune in. Next, we'll go to Friday afternoon from France. It's not the biggest of undercards. We're just going to talk about the main event, but thorn in our sides, 168 pounds. Kévin Lee Sadjo, who's got only one loss to Pachenko, is going to be taking on Alaa Mahmoud, who's 12-0, who's built his record in Africa. This means nothing. It's a WBA Continental Super Middleweight title. Maybe we could see this guy against one of our guys soon enough. Friday night, I will have a link for this a little closer to the event, but T-Rock Fight Series. Brampton, Ontario. We got the Brampton Beatdown going down. We've got Alfredo Blas making his debut against Alex Gagnon. We got Taverio Stuart taking on a veteran Ukrainian guy. We got Brandon Palacios Reyes making his fourth outing at 147 against Hector Morales, who's also undefeated in 3 fights. And then we got Joshua Frazer, 13-0 at 154, taking on Nathan McIntosh, 14-5-1, a solid, durable guy. Hopefully we can get some rounds for Joshua. It's been, start and stop for Joshua, so I'm really looking forward to him getting into gear. He could be our Fundora. Look at this kid box. Look at the frame he's in. We both know he's not going to finish at 154. Hopefully we can get the machine rolling for this kid. Next, Saturday afternoon, we got some nice heavyweight fights. Frank Warren, Queensbury Promotions on the zone from Manchester in the UK. Undercard to this, honestly, there's some solid matchups, okay? I really think this will be the fight of the weekend, the event of the weekend. We got Liam Davies, 17-1 against Francesco Grandelli, 21-4-2. Michael Gomez, 21-2 against Jordan Flynn, 13-1. Hold on. Josh Holmes, 17-0, going to be taking on Alex Murphy, 14-2 at 135. Nelson Burchall, 10-0, taking on Ryan Griffiths, 8-1 for the English featherweight title. Nathan Heaney, 19-1-1, taking on Jerome Warburton, who's 16-2-2, 160 pounds. Again at 160, we got Shaquille Thompson, undefeated in 15, taking on Brad Pauls, 20-2. Willie Hutchinson, 19-2, taking on Ezra Taylor, 13-0, 175, thriller of a fucking fight. And then the main event, fun heavyweight fight, Moses Atoma, 13-0, taking on Jermaine Franklin, 24-2. I honestly think this is the most solid matchup event of the weekend. Next, Saturday night, we got 2 options. We can go live and free on YouTube from Long Beach, California with ProBox TV. Undercard to this, literally no one's got more than 4 fights on the undercard. There's a couple guys on here. Leonardo Rubacalva, 10-1 at 140, going to be taking on Juan Antonio Lanes, 12-2-1. Rene Tellez, 22-5 against Maliek Montgomery, 20-2. They're doing 10 rounds. Doesn't say the weight class. And then Brian Acosta, 20-2, going to be taking on Ronnie Rios, 34-5, that is. Again, free on YouTube. But if you're willing to pay, Amazon Prime, pay-per-view, PBC, and TGB. A lot of letters for the ABCs of boxing. But from the MGM Grand, Las Vegas, Nevada, Tom Brown Promotions. Solid undercard. We're not going to run through it all. A bunch of young names on here. A couple young Puerto Ricans. But the main event, that's what we're talking about. WBC World Super Welterweight title. 154 pounds. Sebastian Fundora taking on Keith Thurman. 23-1-1 taking on 31-1. Listen. Fundora is not unbeatable. But he does have some fucking alien genetics that make him, very complicated for a lot of fighters. Brian Mendoza was able to find the key. We'll see if Keith Thurman can do that. Maybe we can eventually get a Mendoza rematch. Listen, solid fucking fight. I don't know about pay-per-view, but you know what to do. Hit up your boy. I'll help you if I can. That is it for me, guys. Same as usual. Life is short. Just be kind to yourself and others. I'll see you guys soon enough.